right? Guinevere was something weird that we saw from him, very unconventional, but Fanny?
Wow.
5 seconds till the
Will this
enemy
work?
reaches the battlefield.
Irithel
Smash them.
Purify though.
We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. The debut of Fanny for Van as Aura Fire. I mean, we mentioned it, right? They need to pull out all their tricks. They need to take out all their cards and put it on the table today, because that is the stakes that they're facing right now. As we welcome you to game number 2, will Evos go for a clean sweep, 2-0, or will Aura fight back? Samuel already very aggressive in the jungle.
This is the Samo that I know. Brave Smite on a run there. A lethal ignition for Van and Sin. I want to talk about Kabuki because we were talking about this earlier. Purify or Sprint? Good choice, I would say, on for this game, Purify. Unfortunately, though, with this pick, you don't necessarily have a lot of presence in lane. That Bruno's going to eat you up, so he has to survive the laning phase before he can utilize his Purify in these team fights.
We can see that, right? We can see that he's getting taken really low in that gold lane, and maybe that's why he's forced on Tenacity as one of his options in the talents.
He has to. I mean, for the Bruno as well, I would say it's just more, it's kind of the best emblem to go for as a marksman. You're going to be targeted either way, no matter how good your mobility is. So mainly you want to go for the Tenacity. Here though, you can see that Samo's planning to redeem himself from game number 1. He went for PYT. He wants to go for as many flicker engages as possible.
Good onward. The Van will find right! And it will find its first mark, first blood for Van. And with that assassination, Aura Fire, they are in that hot seat.
A little bit of a lead for Aura Fire for sure with that pick, but what are they able to convert it on? That's the main question. They're looking for some pressure in the bottom lane, trying to prevent that snowballing coming in from the Bruno on Brands. But other than that, not really much that we see on the board for Aura Fire. Can they find another pick-off right before the turtle if they do want neutral objective control?
I don't think they do. I think they're just utilizing this to go for trades around the map.
Hey, purple buff though. Baited, yeah, it will be for free turtle for Sutsujin. But let's see. Yeah, purple buff taken out, Petrify connected. The cable, awkward position. Black Dragon form will chase Van down.
No energy.
Oh, there you go. Veldora finds the hunt, though. It will be a trade. But then again, purple buff for the side of Aura Fire is still up, though.
So who was it worth it for in that exchange?
I would say Aura. I would still have to say Aura. That dive towards the back, Veldora actually lost his life, and like Gani mentioned, the purple buff is still up. Now, if Evo steal this away, then it'll be bad for Aura.
On the backside, good way of Dragon on towards right. He will be taken out. Purple buff, though, still in contention. It will fall to the hands of... Oh, Sutsujin! Sutsujin grabs it. Van Strong now looking for an escape. Samuel will lock him down, but Sutsujin will be isolated here.
Whoa.
Good power nature to cancel that Jet Kundo. And Evos, no kills. Kabuki and Brands going at it. Both 1 HP practically, but no kills in the gold lane.
Man, one more ball would be all it took to take Kabuki down there. That was a very risky play that he opted for. But back to that play from Sutsujin. The fact that he was able to steal that purple buff away in exchange, very good, very worth it for them. And there was a, I don't know, is this a popular thing that a Grok jungle goes for? The rapid boots?
Oh, disconnect and take a look at Samo. He tastes the way of Dragon himself and taken down.
They played ping pong with him, man. Everything was a displacement. Wild charge, worldy, wave the dragon, he bounced back and forth. Super unfortunate for the Cho. Oh, Van doesn't even get it. But yeah, rapid boots. Your question earlier, Sutsujin on the rapid boots. It's not really common, especially against a composition like this for Aura Fire. But I get where he's coming from, right? He wants to have more mobility. That's something that Grok doesn't have necessarily built in his kit. So with more rapid boots, he's going to be more active around the map, rotating and giving his teammates space.
I'm wondering if he's going to swap it out again. Whether or not that was just a moment that he needed. Because he needed to get away from this, exactly this, what we're seeing on your screen right now, before he gets taken out. So I think it possibly be a item swap in the moment.
Another engage, Wave Dragon. Sutsujin finds the purple buff. Take a look at the engage. Aran finds the angle, but
Oh.
take a look at Veldora. Good petrifies. Van will be taken out. Good airborne, but it seems like it will be enough to take Ibuki down in the bot lane. And Van strong. Another kill. Just the trade though, but Evos Legends finds another dub.
2 for 1. Evos Legends are equalizing and they have the better ground and resources to take this. There you go. Almost stolen there by Iran.
That was close. Nice try, definitely, by Iran. But I think it's kind of like, this is the thing that you have to expect when you pick up the Fanny, these invades. And if you do not have enough pressure around the XP, around the mid lane, you're not going to be able to facilitate anything for Van here. The moment he lost the purple buff, it's over, right? He was a menace in the early game, got first blood, still able to get purple buffs across the map as well. But once that purple buff fell to the hands of Sutsujin, it's pretty much over. And that's why the Fanny is so risky nowadays. If you don't have a team that actually, you know, can play around it, can try to help you look for those trades.
It's very difficult for her. I mean, right now, Van 1-1, as you do have a fun fact here by Grab. Throughout MPL Indonesia Season 12, Evos not only had the longest game, but also the fastest game when they were against Alter Ego in leg number 2 with 10 minutes and 36 seconds. So Evos Legends, they were very close to taking that for themselves, but here it is.
Onward, connecting onto Zaran, and with the stolen feather airstrike, it will take him down. Samo finds Bronze! Oh, with the FTP, it takes him down as well, but Fanstrong finds a trade in the back. Samo flickers out of the way, while Charge will not lock him down just yet. It's a 2 for 1 for Evos Legends again.
Iran hit the wall there with the flicker. Unfortunate, but what the heck? Evos Legends made him panic that much. Something you don't really see a lot from Iran. These big mistakes, and as per usual, these utility junglers, once they get a hold of your first few purple buffs, say goodbye to any further purple buffs. It's only a 200, 300 gold lead. Oh wait, Sutsujin?
Way of Dragon under the turret will surely kill Sutsujin down. Evos Legends finally took an L in a trade.
That was a very aggressive position that Sutsujin decided to go for. Very close. He should have been aware that they could take him under the turret, but there you go. A trade, so it's not too bad.
I mean, I
mean,
think
'cause
it's still bad. It's utility jungler for a carry.
I understand, but timing for the turtle.
Yeah, Sutsujin comes back up faster anyways, and he should be able to find this. I don't think the Fanny will try to contest with no purple buff. Aran's looking for something up top, but with cover, you're not really going to be able to kill the Bruno, so that's a wasted rotation. Wasted, as Evos
Conceal.
Legends has already read it.
Now we see Conceal as well, and Sutsujin will be first in the turtle area. Fan Strong finds it onward, on towards Samo. Take a look at Brands, free hitting. Samo gets taken out by Brands. Black Dragon form. Oh, whoa. Will just zone Aura Fire members, and he wants to reposition, seems like. Do they want to commit to the mid? Feather Airstrike forced to be popped to clear the mid.
All they needed to do was buy some time for Sutsujin to take the turtle, and that's exactly what they were able to do. This is the kit that the Fanny has if Plan A fails. You go for split pushes, you go and try to push in the far lanes, and that's exactly what Van is trying to do, trying to get a little bit more in the board. But Evos, again, taking the purple buff away. Can he go for a contest for the enemy purple buff, or are they freezing their own buff, is the question.
I think at this point, Evos might... I don't know if they have frozen it, but at this point, I would actually expect Evos to not freeze it, because if Fanny goes to the purple buff to try to steal, Veldora can 1v1 him. So it's one of those points in the game where the Fanny is so weak that you don't even need to freeze the buffs. You can just have it there as bait. And if Fanny goes for it, you're dead.
That's true. What about the items here? Can Aura Fire catch up?
Well, looking at the Irithel, there's still hope for the late stage of the game. Irithel and Farsight can definitely still get to that point. And again, for Fanny, Van isn't... Like, hasn't been getting purple buffs, but he still has a gold lead through farming and through trading for turrets. One time, it all comes down to the one time he gets that purple buff. There's gonna be a moment where you can get it, right? When he gets it, he needs to make the most out of it. It has to be properly timed with a Lord or with something on the map, because if the timing isn't right, then I don't think they'll have a way back in the game. it all comes down to Irithel farming, Farsa farming, and Van getting that purple buff.
Evos Legends, 3,000 gold lead here, minute 10. They're looking for another structure as Kabuki will not be able to do anything. Top side also good response. Now concealed play. Arando caught isolated. Take a look at Bronze here, just hitting with his balls. And Aran will not be able to escape. Worldy
Minion.
barrier, but with the barrier, Sutsujin finds the mark. Aran gets taken out.
But all the while, does the Fanny finally be able to get that buff, that purple buff. So small victory, I would say, for Aura Fire.
Yeah, at this point, you can call it a victory for Aura because they need a purple buff. They need the purple buff more than they need Aran being alive at this point, right? So yes, that was a trade that Aura Fire definitely got more from, but like I said, the timing, right? If you don't get the purple buff at the right time, it still becomes kind of useless. You're not able to utilize it to pick off anyone, to even go for trades because Aran died earlier. But it will give Van, I guess, the window of opportunity to farm up, to use the mobility that he has in his kit to look to close the gap.
And perhaps look for a trade here in the bottom lane. Maybe a little bit of damage onto the turret. Slowly but surely, Aura Fire, they're trying to keep their claws in the game. See, they froze their own purple buff.
Yeah, they did. So it wasn't a bait. They were just trying, they just did the normal strategy and they played with one buff, which is the enemy buff. Unfortunately for them, Van did get the purple and now, he's going to try to cut the freeze, yeah.
Good engage here with the Lord marching. Oh, Samo catches one. He has Immortal though. Take a look at Van Strong, who will lose his Immortal. But take a look at Aran again. Good isolation. Aran gets taken out. Now, Aura Fire forced to defend with 4. Lord is still the first Lord. So again, the power will not be as big as the enhanced one. Evos Legends understood that Samo has no way of dragon. They're pulling the trigger. Fedora trying to zone out members as they collect a base turret in the mid and the top. Aura Fire here waiting for Aran to go up to perhaps find an engage. Let's say Petrify connecting onto Samo and he gets taken out. Van looking for the defense, but Kabuki almost gets taken out, but he will. Zin finds Van Strong as he finds a shutdown as well and the double. And it seems like now Aura Fire, they just need to defend with 1 and Zin will not be able to. Bronze focus down the turret as Evos Legends will find the clean sweep over the Red Dragons.
Now it was 13 minutes, 12 minutes. Aura Fire completely destroyed, dismantled.